Hello, 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 hello. Yvette Sojourner here. Yvette Sojourner here. Welcome. Listen, if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. House is all the skin is going to be spread across the YouTubeverse and the interweb. This is the place and the space where luxury meets authenticity. Listen to me. Listen to me. Today, we are in a different space. Of course, I know you know this because you follow me. If you don't, you should. Look at my scarf before I forget. Yes, another Hermès scarf. This is one of the first Hermès scarves that I picked up. This is in a size 70. Yes, okay. Now that is out of the way. Today, I am doing an office tour. You asked for it. It is happening. Today is the day. I am doing an office tour so you could see where all the magic happens, okay? I have to admit, I already recorded this, and unfortunately, I had to re-record it because the DJI Osmos Pocket 3 just was not it. I mean, it did not upload the file. That is all I'm going to say. I'm not even going to talk about it any longer. You will see it when we get over to my desk because I have been fighting and struggling with that thing all day. Let's start where we are. I tried to do it without all the lights, but unfortunately that was not it. So we have to have the lights on. This is where all of the magic happens. This is it. This is my studio / office. And as you can see, I have really segmented everything up. So in this section here, this is where I typically come to meditate and to gather myself. Let me say, excuse these items. These are things that I will be sharing once I do my pack with me. So you can expect in the future a pack with me and my travel essentials. I love those videos. I'm gonna keep doing them as long as I keep having updated things to share with you. So let's keep going. This is some of the decor that I have in my office. This is Marilyn Monroe. These are Lego sets. If you are not familiar, I love these Lego sets. Not all Lego sets, but this particular set I loved, hence why I have it. This window, I love this window because I can come and sit here. I can come and sit at my window and look out at the deer. Yes, I do deer peering. So I crack the shade like that and then I watch the deer. Don't even judge me. I do that. I do deer peering. Why not? This is a Bearby weighted blanket. It is I believe it's like the queen size. I got this for Hubs because he really wanted to try it out. He loved it, but he didn't like the fact that it would fall off. And this is another weighted blanket. So what I do here is I take naps, but I also meditate here. And I've discovered that this weighted blanket, just any weighted blanket, really does help me with grounding myself when I'm meditating. More decorative pieces, my Cartier dishes there, my New Year wishes from my Hermès essays from the US and France. Little roses. Oh yes. My invitation to the Hermès events last year. Here we have more Lego pieces. Yes. Listen, Hubs loves Legos. I started to find sets that work for me and I fell in love with them as well. Here are my Hermès mugs. Coffee cups, teacups, all of that is here and ready, and other little decorative pieces. A lot of this is dedicated to like the Louvre and museums because, you know, I really appreciate the Louvre and I love being reminded of the Louvre. And one of the mugs are missing, yes, because I use it on a regular basis to sip my beverage. See my little clothes rack here? This is where the magic really happens. This is where I hang the pieces that I want to share with you, but then also future things I want to wear when I am chatting you up. Yes, see this, you will see in future videos potentially. Did I forget this? Okay. Let's not forget these bits and pieces because I do enjoy anime and I also enjoy Bob's Burger. Yes, I smell fear on you. I smell fear on you. I love the Dyson light because they're motion censored, so it makes my life so much easier. When I walk into the studio, I do not have to worry about touching a light. They just immediately turn on. Now, you know what area this is. Before I get there, I should show you. I have these new lights here. I just picked these up. I just picked up these little lights. These are gonna be my travel lights. So I wanted to test them out, just like I wanted to test out the DJI Osmos Pocket 3 for my trip to France. I am really struggling with downloading and uploading their files. So if anyone has any recommendations, let me know, because I really am struggling with that. Back to our tour. You know this is really where the magic happens. You know it, I know it. This is the space that I spend a majority of my time outside of editing. Listen, look, you know I have my blanket and my pillow. You know I have my Hermès figurines and the lights because I got them for Christmas. So yes, they are used on a regular basis, no joke. Here is my lighting setup. I have 3 lights in addition to I have a new camera. Yes, I am recording on my old camera right now. I am trying to get this all set up for you. Yes, look at that. Look at that beautiful camera. Look at that beautiful setup, this new tripod. And I'm trying to determine which lens I want to go with. I don't know as yet, so we'll see. I have a monitor so I can see myself to make sure I'm looking appropriate for all of you. You see the pairs of orange boxes. Yes, I keep some of my boxes. It is essential for some things, especially when I first get them. This is another monitor that I use that is going to remain on the camera that I'm using currently to record this. I love having the ability to see myself just to check to make sure that I look decent. Yes, I love having the ability to check to see and make sure that I look decent. You know that is important, because if not, all of you will definitely let me know. And I want to try to catch that point. I just want to catch it. You get it. Moving on, what else can I show you? Yes, I have another light here. At one point in time, I really thought that I would be a podcaster. Yeah, look at what I'm doing now. Then I have another camera. This camera is the first camera that I actually started to record with outside of my phone. And I love this camera so much. It is the EZV-10 or something like that. It's a Sony. I want to say, just like the camera I'm using now to record is also a Sony, but it's the Alpha 7. With this camera, I will use this in the car to record. So that will be my vehicle camera. At this point, you've already watched, right? If you haven't, you need to hop over there and watch the reveal of my all-electric Macan Turbo. Yes, you should. I record with that camera, and it's the first time I ever recorded in the car, so it was definitely an experience. So yes, that's where that would go. At some other point in my life, in the beginning, I thought that I would be using this fabulous piece, but yeah, it is now the holder of my Hermès ribbons. Yes, I could definitely make a shirt out of that. This is just storage for the cases of my equipment, tripods, a mini library, so there's bookshelf there. This is my travel Bearby blanket. Unfortunately, I do not use that as much as I used to in the past because I used it when I was traveling. But now, because we fly first class, it's really not essential. So I do not carry that. It's too much weight. It is a weighted blanket after all, so it is pretty heavy. And when I was flying with it, I really didn't run into any issues when it came to the weight or carrying it as a blanket, as an extra item, because it was a personal item. It really did work. So I didn't have any issues. It was great. It was fabulous. It just was time. What else can I show you? More storage. I, organize my items in pieces and bits and bobs. A lot of the furniture in my space is IKEA. I just really appreciate the clean cut of their pieces. Here is a piece of artwork that I absolutely love, and another smaller desk Dyson lamp. Here's another Lego set. that I put together as well. And this is another piece of artwork. Now, these two pieces of artwork, these two pictures, are actually puzzles. And I put those together. And here is my Bose headphones. That is major. My headphones are very important when it comes to editing, period. Now, when it comes to the puzzles and the Lego pieces, I will say they help me to ground myself and also focus because my mind gets so busy. So I will turn to puzzles and Lego sets to do that for me, and it helps tremendously. Here's more of the Lego sets, so you can see those. Now let's go to the desk. Okay, this is where the magic really happens, right? This is it. I do not edit on my main screen, even though it's there. I use that for other purposes, but I use my iPad Pro. I have two. I journal and still use this one for other things as well, but this is the iPad Pro that I actually edit on, and I love working with my iPad Pro. It is the primary thing that I use for editing. It is. Let me see, and as you can see, Osmo's Pocket 3 is here in a corner. It's shameful. I'm so upset right now. I have quotes that remind me on a regular basis of different things because, yeah, we need that sometimes. Definitely for me, I need motivation, and this gives me that motivation. Another Lego. I have Legos everywhere. This is thanks to Hubs, right? I have Legos everywhere. Hand sanitizer. Okay, you don't need to see all that. And then I have my amber mug. I don't get a lot of use out of that mug now that I have my Hermès mugs. I'm just being honest. But I do appreciate that. I even have one in France. That's how much I like those mugs. And my desk is a sit-standing desk. Now, if I adjust it, I can stand and work. So yes, that has been extremely essential. And then this chair, which I can sit regularly. If I wanted to, I can also sit like this, which is really nice. Really, really nice. When I was putting together my studio, I wanted to really focus on boosting my creative process. So whatever I put into the space, I wanted to aid in that. So I went with neutrals because I really feel neutrals work seamlessly, and they also add a touch of luxury without me even having to overthink it. I ran with that as far as that, and it also really does mimic me as who I am on a regular basis. So that I truly love and appreciate it. Then I also wanted to make sure that when I walk into the space, as soon as I entered the room, Yvette Sojourner would just show up. I could show up and be myself fully. And that right there happens every time. Every time I walk into the space, I hit the lights and I know I'm gonna be able to talk to all of you. I hit record and I am here and ready. Thank you for the request. And I thank you so much for joining me. Until next time.